In this video, I'm going to show you how to integrate Prettier with the 2019 edition of RubyMine so that you can use it to reformat JavaScript files while you're in the editor. I'll be starting with an application running Ruby on Rails on the back end and Vue.js on the front end as Docker containers. Both the back end and the front end are in the same RubyMine project and Git repository. So one thing that I want to clarify here is that there's actually two ways that you could run Prettier from RubyMine. There's a plugin that you could install into the software. That's like a sort of a separate component. But the way that I prefer doing it is to set up a command line macro, which will allow you to just hit a key inside of the file that you're editing, and then run Prettier from the command line as if you were on the terminal, and then you hit the Prettier command. So you'd start by opening up the preferences, and you're going to look for a section called External Tools. And what we want to do is create an entry here for the Prettier command. And we're going to be passing it the right option, just like you would if you were running Prettier from the command line, so it could auto-fix the particular files. And file path relative to project root is going to be the current file that you're editing. And it's also important that we set the working directory to the project file directory. There's a few advanced options I can configure, but I'm not going to worry about them right now. So now we could run Prettier by going to our Tools menu and going to the External Tools section. But as you can see, I currently have an error because the Prettier from the command line isn't really working right on my system. So let's go ahead and fix that. So first I'm going to try installing Prettier by npm using the instructions from the Prettier website. And it looks like my npm is not working locally. So the next trick that I'm going to try doing is installing nvm again. And it looks like it's already been installed, so I'm going to run the reinstall command. I think what happened on my local system is that there was some type of a configuration problem in my bash terminal, so reinstalling it reset those NVM settings, and now it seems like Node and all of its components are working again. Something that I do want to point out is that I'm running my application through a Docker container, and the version of Prettier that I'm going to be running is going to be based on my local configuration because RubyMine can't really access what's inside of the Docker container. I mean, I probably could set up a command to run it from the Docker container, but in this particular case, I'm just installing it locally and running it on the files from my local machine, not inside of Docker. So I finally got Prettier to install using the command from the website, but I was still having trouble running it, and I found out that what I needed to do was use the npm install global command, and that seemed to fix my problem. So now we could go back to RubyMine, go to our Tools window, External Tools, try to run Prettier, and this time it runs, and then you see a little confirmation dialog there. So what I want to do next is I want to not have to use that menu and be able to just trigger this by using a shortcut key, and I'll show you how to do this right here. So there's a feature here called the key map, which allows you to go to a specific menu item and attach a shortcut key to that. So I'm looking through the menu options here. That reflects the main menu. Going down to the Tools, External Tools. I'm going to find the Prettier option there on the External Tools menu. Going to select that. And I'm going to add a keyboard shortcut for Option P. And now to run it, all I have to do is hit my Option P key and Prettier will automatically run.